Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Biblical Prepping. And I am here this morning to talk to you about some of the products that I've gotten recently. And I'm going to start with my new bread products. I've been experimenting with 100% whole wheat sourdough bread. And I was struggling with getting the consistency of the dough right. And through watching a video of a lady, I've watched a number of her sourdough video courses that she has put out. I've totally forgotten her name. I'll have to look it up, and I will put the link in the comments below, in the description below, because it was her whole wheat video that helped me to discover I wasn't allowing my sourdough dough to hydrate long enough. If you're using whole wheat flour, you have to allow it to hydrate for a good long time, and you will need to experiment with your own personal flour. Now, I had experimented with my previous bag of 100% whole white, hard white wheat from Wheat, Montana. It is their ground flour, Prairie Gold. Love it. And I buy it in 50-pound bags, and then I split it and store it in the freezer for a month or so. And then I usually allow it to reach room temperature, and then I put the vacuum sealed bags into buckets. So what I didn't experiment with this bag. I just assumed it would be similar. And when I got back into baking sourdough, oh my goodness, it was terrible. I found out with the one bag I was using, it needed 12 to 13 hours to hydrate. That's because of the amount of bran and wheat germ and whatever in the flour itself, because it is 100% ground whole wheat. There is no white, no bread flour, no anything else, just whole wheat. So that bag, so my first bag only needed about 6 hours. The second bag I was dealing with was 12 to 13 hours. Now, I just opened about 2 weeks ago another new bag, and I vacuum sealed all of that and put it away. And I just started using it. So I am going to be testing it again. If you get new supplies, you might find you need to do that, or you're going to have flat sourdough. But once I got that squared away and I was working on that was wonderful. I needed to next work on my stretch and folds. So the first product I'm going to bring to you today are these acrylic boards. Now I have one that is about 15.5 inches by about 13.5 inches. The measurements are a little bit different than that. They're because I think they were originally done in centimeters or millimeters. The other one, as you can see, I hope, is smaller. It's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches smaller here, and about 2.5 inches to 3 inches smaller from front to back. These are amazing. They are 100% acrylic. They are BPA free. They are nice and clear. This one wasn't. It was funny. I could not get the plastic backing off that protected it from being scratched in shipping. I actually thought this one was opaque and this one was clear, but it wasn't. I finally figured out how to get that film off and took that off. So now they're both clear. These are awesome because, let's see if I can show you with the smaller one by moving my Banneton. They have a front lip here, and I can set this on my countertops just like so, and it goes to the literal edge. I can then lean up against this and I get a real good grip on this acrylic board and this one when I am doing the stretch and folds for bread. I am amazed. I could not get the bread to stick nicely to the countertop no matter what I did to get the stretch and fold. These acrylic boards are fantastic. Now, I do not use these for cutting, so I will be honest, I always am. I don't know how they will handle being cut or vegetables and fruits being cut on them. However, on Amazon, they do show that they are used for that and that people do use them for that. So that is an advertisement they do display. I don't use them for that. I use them specifically for my breads, for the sourdough. I've also used it to do stretch and folds for dinner rolls, because I make sourdough dinner rolls now too. They're amazing. I love them. I wasn't sure I was going to like them. I actually ordered them as an experiment because I was having so much trouble with the stretch and folds, but they are fantastic. I love these products. I will put a link in the description below for these products. They come in various sizes. I would love one that is actually as wide as our island. Our island is a bit wider than a standard countertop. And I would love one that is almost exactly that wide and probably more square than rectangular, so that I have such a big work surface that I'm not flinging flour all over the place on the island, because I do have a habit of doing that. But these are great. They, in addition to helping with the stretch and fold, I actually allow the dough in between stretch and folds to just sit on these, and the dough does not stick like it would on my countertop. I hardly ever have to use my counter scraper to peel the dough up off of the counter. It's wonderful. I love them. And then I just cover the dough with a damp towel. So if you have any questions about these, please ask me in the comments below. And if you'd like to try them, like I said, I will put a link in the description below. I hope this gives you an idea to help take your sourdough bread process to another level. Blessings and shalom.